to Alaska, a land of extremes, Arctic winters, sweltering summers, and wildlife that has been here since the beginning of time. Many meteorological and geographic factors have shaped this land into the treacherous place we know today. Welcome to Science Trek Exploration Alaska.
I'm Stephen Cummings, and welcome to Science Trek in Alaska. Today on Science Trek, we will be working across the beautiful state of Alaska, bringing the scenic beauty and wildlife to you at home. We start our voyage in the glacial mountains of Portage Pass, in Alaska's Chugach mountain range.
We're on the superhighway, which was and is Portage Pass. For thousands of years, native Alaskans and early fur traders used this connecting point between Prince William Sound and Turnagain Arm to cut hundreds of miles off their journey to the interior. This pass is also the lowest point in the mountains for miles, so storms that make their way up the Gulf of Alaska and into Prince William Sound are often trapped. That air is released through this gap in a Venturi effect, often generating winds exceeding 70, 80, 90, even 100 miles an hour. The plants and animals that occupy this place are adapted to those conditions. The animals, of course, can run away, but the plants are, in fact, stationary. So here you have it. You have dwarf plants growing in this wickedly treacherous environment, diminutive in size, conserving moisture with thick leaves and stiff, bristly stems. You'll find relatives of willows and birch, as well as unique plants like clubmoss and others. Yes, this Portage Pass is an interesting and important feature of our South Central Alaska landscape.
Well, look what we've got here. It's a little land jellyfish, or Arthropinchus corporus, and this is just a lovely little specimen, and I feel blessed that we found him. And he was just sitting here right on this little tree here, and he's gorgeous in colour, if you can see. He's got red on one side, and it kind of fades to a yellow. He's got little hairs to sense his surroundings. And the lovely thing about these little guys is they're so cute and little, and they're gorgeous shape too. Hopefully there are more around.
This is, of course, endangered species. Yeah, it's a scent marking place for the rare Alaskan dingo. Some people call it a bush wolf. Some people call it hedda, but I call it the Australian dingo gone mad. This animal will use this scent marking post again and again and again. And as you can tell by close examination, this animal has only used it 2 agains. So if we were to sit here for 6 to 8 hours a week, sometime along that time period, we might have an opportunity to see this rare dingo in action. And I do mean action.
We charter a plane eastward from the glacial mountains of Portage Pass to the small coastal tourist town of Homer, Alaska. Hello, I'm Stephen Cummings. Even in the most unlikely environments, we find wildlife. As you can see here, just outside this shop, we've got some beautiful little turtle eggs deposited in the darkness of night. Well, as dark as it does get here in Alaska, but these specimens are very unique, very, very unique, and I'm blessed that we got to see them today. After our brief stay in Homer, we prepare to depart on the Science Trek research vessel, the Tiglets, that will take us north to the remote Alaskan island of Kojak.
After a brief inspection of our vessel, we are underway.
Literally thousands, sometimes tens of thousands of horseshoe jellyfish die each year. Casualties to the propellers, agitation and motion. This jellyfish used to be more rounded, but the blade itself sliced through this portion, rendering it unable to navigate since it only has one eye remaining. Yes, they have a crew out of the bow now, attempt with long pointed sticks to separate the jellies as we ply these Arctic waters. Another service of the Alaska Marine Highway and their constant vigilance to take care of the wildlife. Wait, what's this? Incoming sounds from... I believe they are humpbacks, yes. No, they could be minke whale, the smaller, more diminutive whale. Again, a filter feeder with the baleen in the mouth. Yes, I do believe... Yes, it is a minke. Now, as you know, the Japanese and Norwegians are anxious to begin hunting these delicate little whales again. They are somewhere between 15, 20, 30, 40 feet long in length. They travel in small flocks, and they eat their young. Yes, this is the land of the minke whale, and something to be proud of. Good day. I'm J. Thomas Cantor, and I'm here with Science Trek in beautiful Kodiak, Alaska, the town made famous by the annual salmon wrestling tournament. An event which pits men against women in stretching salmon to maximum length. Now Kodiak is known for fishing, for polar bear research, which is totally inappropriate because it's the brown bear that's here, coincidentally. Yet, somehow they manage. Yes, it's here. We'll explore the ocean and the mountains and the people within on Science Trek.
When the revenant came down, we couldn't imagine what it was.
The Alaskan forest has reached these rocky hillsides for over 10,000 years, since the retreat of the last glacier. If you look, the spruce and other trees here have been seriously damaged by a certain disease called Hilwacki. Hilwacki provides a clear-cut butt-end appearing. It often looks like humans have been encroaching, but in fact it is a totally natural disease. Hilwacki is a small insect similar to a beetle, but not quite like a beetle, that infests the bark, crawls up, and moves laterally in great numbers. Armies of these small swarming insects appear each 17 years. The last infection during 1870. A short time ago, the beetles did cover this area. The regrowth that occurs after the retreat of the beetles is sometimes necessary for revegetation and other unusual random ones.
Shimmering signs and dust in front of the
This babbling stream belies a story thousands of years old. The happy sounds of water rushing over stones mask the sad tragedy about to occur. We're here along Nutka Wumwum Stream, here at the mouth of Nantucket, to look for the returning sandhill cranes, no, I mean pink salmon, who find their way back after a journey thousands of miles long in search of their dead. Yes, it's here that they return, frustrated, empty-handed, spawn sacks full of spawn to cast what's left of themselves to the rocks, then to die tragically among the rocks. Yes, here among the sweet babbling streams.